Zach Madell, wheelchair rugby.
Things I want to improve on. I think just continuing to build connections between teammates. I'm not worried about where I am individually, internationally, but if I can be the best teammate possible and help lift up my teammates and make them better players and the whole team benefits and get stronger as a whole, I think that's my focus these days. If I go back and watch video of 2012, I had no idea what I was doing back then, man. I was there because I was quick and had lots of energy, but obviously I was so new to the game. I had a lot of figuring out to do, and unfortunately other teams hadn't figured us out at that point. And now, obviously I've been around for a while, so I'm a bit more of a veteran and can hopefully pay it forward and help the next batch of young and new athletes on Team Canada and to get them to the next level and pass on the knowledge that's been passed down to me. We're seeing new countries every year trying out the sport. There's a big tournament going on in South America right now where there's a few teams that a few countries I didn't even realize had rugby teams competing, so that's exciting to see. The fact that we're getting European teams like Great Britain winning gold medals at the Paralympics. They're the first European team to ever win a Paralympic medal, let alone become Paralympic champions. So I think all around the world we're seeing the sport progress more and more. I don't think Canada's dropped off by any means, even if the rankings might appear that way. But I think the other teams around the world have just come along and are catching up to us. It's definitely been very exciting to see a lot of new athletes coming out. That's something we've made a priority more and more in recent years, is development and recruitment of new athletes. And for a long time, majority of wheelchair rugby players were just your traditional spinal cord, quadriplegics, and now we're looking elsewhere where we're starting to see more and more amputees, more cerebral palsy, and just a more variety and range in the disabilities that we find. And obviously we don't discriminate. As long as they're eligible to come play wheelchair rugby, we don't really care why that is. We're just happy to have people come out. We've really been working on our culture actually as Team Canada, and I think we've made some really good steps where we're trying to make sure that it's an environment where everybody feels safe, and if you have questions or comments and you bring it up, nobody's gonna tear you down or ridicule you over that. It's somewhere we're gonna be honest with one another, and sometimes that means having the tough conversations that can be a little bit uncomfortable, but usually at the end of the day it's because we're trying to help out one another, and sometimes you just need to bring others to awareness of their behavior. And often if we have that conversation, it's uncomfortable, it can be awkward to have, but after we have them, it's for the best for the team chemistry and morale. I think it's important to try a number of different sports. I've played sledge hockey, was my first one. Obviously not the best fit when you have to duct tape your hands onto the sticks. I played a little bit of wheelchair basketball and absolutely love that. I thought I was going to pursue that at a Paralympic level, and then wheelchair rugby found me more than me finding wheelchair rugby in 2011. And so sometimes it might not happen right away, it might not get lucky on that first sport you try, but I just encourage people to go out and try a couple different options. And I'm sure there's a sport out there for everybody if you keep looking.